Podcast number 6, NextGen Success.
Yes, sir.
So, what are we doing today, Jonathan?
Following your lead, my man.
Following my lead. Okay, so
This episode's on you.
yep. Today I'm gonna be kind of interviewing my my recruit Daniel and his recruit Jonathan. The reason I want to do that is I got started in this business and I was able to recruit Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I got a few questions I want to ask how it's going for them and how they like pursuing a career in life insurance. So
Ask away.
we'll start off with Daniel. How do you feel about your decision to pursue a career in life insurance?
How do I feel about my decision to pursue a career in life insurance? I think it was a good decision, I'd say so. I mean, I don't know much about it. Didn't know much about it going into it, but everyone knows kind of what life insurance is. And
right.
So like, of course, I'm still learning more and more about it every day. But I think it was, a good decision. It's if I'm not wrong, I've searched it up on Google before, and if you search it up, the #1 self-made millionaires industry is I believe life insurance. So if that's true, that means we're in the right industry. If that's true, for sure. And so yeah, man, I think it's a cool industry. I think it's
true.
What we're doing is kind of fun, and we're protecting families as well as making us a living.
Correct.
And so I'm liking it so far. Hopefully I can go far
Cool,
with it.
cool. And what's been the most rewarding aspect of it so far?
The most rewarding?
Yeah. Can you share like a specific experience that made you feel like it's...
Yeah, making...
You buy your car?
Yeah, I bought my first car. That was definitely a nice thing. And then making a lot more money than what I've made in the past in a month before, or setting new records for amounts I made, and having a different type of schedule instead of having to be here to show up for someone at, for example, 9 to 5. I kind of am my self-made boss or whatever, and I kind of decide whether I want to work today or not. But of course, I do want to work every day still because I want to get as much money and do as much work as possible.
So on the flip side, what's been the most challenging aspect of it?
The most challenging, I mean, you guys know about it. It's definitely getting those no-shows, hearing those no's on the phones, getting hung up on, and just saying whatever and on to the next, drive to the next house, knock on the next door, call the next number. I mean, that's probably it's not really difficult for me, but I'd say the most difficult is probably that, just getting past those no's.
So I know that we've talked about this. How do you maintain like a special relationship with each of your clients, and how do you build a stronger relationship with them?
I think that's something I've been getting better at. I've been progressing in that area as well, a lot, which is good because I've never had a job where I had clients. I used to work at Wingstop, and then I worked.
Yeah, you don't have clients at Wingstop.
Yeah, no, not really. Clients. I mean, there was people that used to come every day. So you can call them clients or whatever. But going back to your question.
Oh, and you worked at Domino's too, so or Papa John's
for 4 days. I didn't have much clients there. They let me go after 4 days, but yeah, no. I've definitely been getting better at keeping up with clients.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of weird in the beginning,
relationships.
don't you think? Like in the beginning, it's kind of weird because you're like 19, 20 years old, and then you have a responsibility to keep a good
keep
rapport with this
safe
client.
And protect
Yeah,
if
it's pretty odd. But then like once you build up a clientele, it gets a lot easier.
For sure. But yeah, no, I've been getting better at it because I used to when I first started selling, I would make that sale and just be like, oh, like I made that sale.
Yeah,
whatever.
you made the money.
On to the next, made the money. But now because you'll get cancels if you don't call them back and say,
and you're a culprit. Yeah,
keep in touch with them, and I've learned about that.
Yeah,
I've got those cancels, and now I've definitely been getting better at making that sale, giving them a call back, and saying, hey, like getting back in touch with them and saying, hey, you got approved or whatever. Do you want any more coverage? Do you need anything else? Do you need call me if you ever need help or have any questions?
401k,
kids, anything, bro.
So
definitely been getting better at that.
What I mean, we all know this, but what kind of training in the beginning of starting with the company? What kind of training did you receive, and how do you think that helped you get to the point where you are today? Going from somebody that didn't know a dime about life insurance to somebody that can.
Well, you can answer half of this question because you were the one training me. I mean, most of training in this industry, whatever, or at least our job, our company is really just watching. Yeah, just watching and learning. Going to the office, to the office every day,
running appointments
right next to you, and watching you dial, hearing what you say, hearing how you say it.
Thing about you though is you never were really scared to dial. Like you were dialing. When you got your license, you were like dialing for me, and it was like, it's you got into it pretty quick. There's a lot of people that can get phone shy, and it's like you didn't really care. Yeah, I think you had more you were a lot better at it than
Mhm.
me like when you first started. I was like,
You think so?
no, like to me in that time period, it was hard to pick up the phone, you know,
Mhm.
because like I'm calling a random person and
For
like
sure.
I didn't want to hear no, but like you didn't really give a crap. So
Mhm.
like me, after that, it kind of got a lot easier for
sure.
me. So
For sure.
in that way, you helped me.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going into it expecting to be nervous or like nervous and awkward maybe in appointments or on the phone, but like I just for some reason, I don't know why, I just didn't really care cuz I was thinking about it like if you think about it, bro, it's really just a random person.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
a
phone.
random
It's
person.
a random person.
And if you
It's
don't
on the
book the appointment, it's not like you're ever gonna see
yeah,
them.
so I went into that with kind of that mindset, and it
Yeah.
just didn't really bother me, and I did.
And a
what I
lot
had
of
to do.
people, they appreciate persistency. I feel like if a salesman comes up to you and he tries to sell you on something and you're like, I'm not interested, and then he kind of he's like, okay, and then walks away.
Mhm.
You know, I just feel like it's you appreciate somebody that is persistent. You know,
Sure.
I've been over the phone. I'm nonstop back and forth.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I've had guys and people be like, yeah, I appreciate that you're persistent, but still I'm not interested.
Mhm.
You know, even if it sounds stupid, you're like, yeah, but I just gotta get it. I just gotta get it in your hands to close out your file. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. Thanks for answering those, man.
Appreciate it.
What about you, Jonathan? How do you feel about your decision to pursue a career in life insurance? Huh?
My man, I think it's been pretty good so far. I've been in the industry for a couple of months now.
Right.
I'm getting around
February.
6-7 months. Yep.
Nice.
And it's it's a learning curve, you know.
Yeah.
It's a learning process. It's a system that doesn't fail, but over the long run, you definitely just gotta follow the
Right.
system and don't change it up, right? But yeah, so far it's been so good, and I want to see what the future has for me.
Yeah, man. And like I asked Daniel, what do you think's been the most rewarding aspect of being an agent?
The most rewarding aspect for me has definitely been being being
Right.
self-employed.
Similar to Danny's.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't have discipline, you could definitely get lost in this industry because you have so much free time. You have
Right.
so much. You could just not go to work if you don't want to, and that's what I love the most because
Yeah.
it makes you really just focus and grind and be your own boss and
Yeah.
just work.
So what's weird is like you guys can say, yeah, that's the most rewarding aspect of being a life insurance agent, but
For sure.
there's a lot of people that deep down they would say it's the most challenging because you are held accountable to everything. Okay, so you know there's agents that can get started in this and then they're self-employed and it's all great, it's all sunshine and rainbows, but you know they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? And
For sure.
so yeah, it can go both ways. It can be challenging and it can be rewarding. If you want it to be rewarding, you have to put in the work and you have to make your own schedule and you have to be regiment. As far as it being challenging, it can be once you become self-employed. You know, it's easy for you to just be like, yeah, I want to take a week off. You know, yeah, we can get talk from our managers and they can get upset. But what are they gonna do? They're gonna make us work. You know what I mean? So.
Or fire us.
Yeah, or fight.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like it can be really challenging because it's all in your head. You know, when you first get started, it's like being self-employed is great, but then you realize you got to be regiment and you got to act like it's an actual job because it is. You know, you make your own schedule and you're in charge of the amount of income that you want to receive, and
Yep.
that's how you have to look at it.
How was it for you to get inside the insurance business? Did you do you love what you do?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Yeah, so in the beginning, like I told you, in the beginning, once you start, I mean, I started and I was still working at the same time, and I remember I was working at my old job, and I thought like how great it was going to be, you know, to like be self-employed and I can make my own hours and everything. And it is. But like I was saying before, at times it can be a challenge because I feel like how do I put this? Like, there's times where if you don't make like a sale in a week, you know, like you're really hard on yourself.
Mhm.
You know, like if you may not show it, but mentally, like you're really really hard on yourself.
Because you know you can do it.
Yeah,
You've
you
done
know
it
you can do it,
consistently.
and it's like you worked and you put in the hours, but you know nothing came out of it. And I feel like that can be challenging because you have to. It's all in your head. You know, if you go a week without a sale and then you try and go into a house the next week, you know, you're already going in there with being demotivated. You don't feel too good. You know what I mean? So you just got to say every day's a new day and you just got to keep going. So in the beginning, it was difficult, but just recently in this new year, I've that's the mindset that I've been walking into
For sure,
every
man.
day. So,
For sure.
yeah, man. And how do you what do you think's been the most challenging aspect for you?
I don't believe it's been challenging, but I know for a lot of people it has been challenging or would be challenging. It's definitely what you just said: the no's
Yeah.
and the failures and the no-shows and the
Yep.
cancellations
Because it
and
gets to you
I'm not
mentally.
interested. But if you know that in life you can, you're gonna face that. If not, if it's in insurance, if it's in solar, if it's in the car business, if it's in selling roofs.
There's no success without failure.
Exactly. So, if you just like, okay, one person said no, okay, let's look for the next yes, or
Yeah.
the next person says no, just keep on pushing forward and being consistent. That's what I believe would be the most challenging part for sure.
Yeah.
But luckily, I have a great team that's around me always: Michael, Daniel, and Chuck. That were
Dave.
always there, and Dave and Jared. That's there to support us, there to
And
keep us in check.
Yeah.
So definitely that.
Okay. And how do you build personally? How do you build and maintain strong relationships with all your clients? Just getting started into the business. I know that you tried doing wholesaling for a little bit. But how do you? I know you're super sociable. You're more sociable than the both of us combined. You can go into a room and everybody knows who you are. So I feel like it's easy for you to build strong relationships. So how do you?
So when
maintain
I
them?
go into the house, man, I'm not too good at building rapport. Like when I first walk in, when I pull out the needs analysis, that's when I start building my rapport, I guess.
Yeah.
But as soon as I get that process started, I try to make them laugh. I try to make them giggle. I try to make them like get on my side, like be my friend.
Yeah.
So definitely that's one of the main tactics I use. Another tactic I use, yeah. Another tactic is I try to be as relatable as I can to them. So
Yep.
for example, if I hate cats and they have a cat, looks like I'm gonna love a cat today, So like, it's not really faking it, but it's
Yeah.
like becoming relatable to them,
Yeah.
So I love cats, or if they love dogs or
Yeah.
whatever it may be,
I love the dog part. Because it's so weird. Everybody that I
Who
sit with,
doesn't love dogs?
yeah,
No,
but
dogs everyone loves. Oh my god, it wasn't.
what?
It wasn't on the camera.
We're good. We're good. But yeah, I just feel like it's so easy to relate to somebody. It's been rare where I'll walk into a home and it's like I can't relate with somebody. We ask where do they work. Oh yeah, I work in construction. Oh, that's so cool. My dad does construction. Like
Right.
little stuff like that. Oh, like where did your kids go to school? Or are your kids in college? Oh yeah, my kid goes to FAU. Oh, that's so cool. My girlfriend goes to FAU. You know what I mean? So,
He
people,
doesn't even have a girlfriend.
yeah, right. People like when you're personable. It's
What's with that comment?
no,
What'd you
no.
say?
He's
No,
saying
I
in
think
general, like you
if-
can not have a girlfriend
Yeah.
and you could still say, you know what I mean? I mean,
I get it.
in a sense, it
You don't get it.
In a sense,
I
you don't get it.
think that's why I think in person is way better than virtual. Like
Yeah.
I was talking about it with Nick in the office today. Like virtual, and that's like one of the, if not the most important part. Like when selling is making them comfortable and building that relationship, making a friend. And I feel like on virtual, over the phone, like you can do it. It's possible, of course, but it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
A lot harder.
in a way, I feel like because everybody loves a name to a face. It's like if, for example, if you buy insurance, right? If you buy, let's just say you get like an auto insurance from Bill, and he gives you this policy. It was all over the phone. You have no idea like what he looks like or who he is, and the whole conversation was on the phone. It was all sunshine and rainbows in that moment. Okay, and then you have, let's just say, you have an agent named Ryan. You have an agent named Ryan that comes to you, and he's like, and he's face to face with you, right?
Yep.
And he's like, oh yeah, I can offer you this policy for 502, while the current one that you have is 520 or something like that. I feel like if that person can, since Ryan came face to face, I feel like if that
You
person,
remember them more. It's more. Like
yeah, exactly.
memorable.
But if Bill went face to face in the beginning, client would like,
Yeah.
even if the price was
That's happened to me before.
even if the price was
Yeah.
you talked about it, even if the price is $15 more, it's like, yeah, but
Yeah.
he was super nice.
That's happened to me before. I've been into a home and I ran through the normal and I got down to where, I was able to show them cheaper rates. I was like, hey, look, you're paying this. I got it down to this.
Yeah.
You want to switch over to this, see if I can save you some money. They're like, honestly, like, I would love to, but like the last guy, my agent, like, he's super cool. I loved him and I wouldn't want to switch and lose his business. So
Yeah, I had a lady say the same thing. She's like, first come, first serve. And I'm like, yeah, but you'd be saving $30. She's like, yeah, but I like him.
yeah,
I'm like, see?
You
So,
like saving?
it pays if they like you.
yeah,
pays.
it pays. So,
Literally.
Jono, how do you handle rejection and objections from any clients that you're on the phone with or in person? How do you handle that?
Sometimes, yes, it does get frustrating because, like, when I walk into someone's home and I know that they need insurance, they have nothing protecting them. They have a lot of debt, which is their mortgages or cars, or they have children, which are going to have to pay college funds, whatever it may be. And I know that they need to get protected. It's frustrating, because, like, what could I have done better to inform them for them to see the value,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's what definitely gets me frustrated, and I just gotta, like I said, focus on the process, stay consistent with the format that we go by, and just keep on pushing.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, man, there's nothing more to do than that. I mean, if you get a no and then you give up there, where do you go from there? It's a
Right.
no,
Yeah.
you give up. You have
Yeah.
to push through it. Figure
So-
out a way out.
So the both of you, what goals have you set individually to, what do you want to, like, how much do you want out of this business, and
So
what goals
this-
have you set for this year or
Yeah. So this year, I want to make $100,000 deposited in my bank account. Is it hard? Yes, but that's in everything in life, But yeah, that's definitely my goal, to make 100,000 in my bank account. And just go from there. Get ringed up with Equus, and next year's goal is to be 250, then 500, then 750, and then $1 million.
Yep. What about you?
I'm kind of on the same page, to have that financial freedom, to not worry about having if I'm gonna have money to pay a bill or not, and then have that free schedule available to me to be able to work when I want. If I wanna
Don't you
go on
have $1
vacation.
million already saved?
Yeah, it's 1.4, but so we'll talk about that.
And so were you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Just financially free. I mean, what else is there? to
Yeah, I
it?
agree.
I forgot your question.
I agree. No, your goals, man. Do you
Next question.
how do you see your long-term future? Like, do you envision yourself progressing into like leadership roles? Do you want to like be so good at like one particular aspect of the
Yeah.
business, such as retirement solutions or like
Mhm.
all that
Yeah.
stuff? Or
So as far as like getting ranked up, like I'm already working on getting that sales manager. Eventually,
Yeah.
of course, regional. I don't know why you guys are laughing.
I agree.
Okay, sales manager. We're already working
Ranked?
on
You're
that.
trying to get
Almost
ranked?
there. Trying to get ranked up. It's not Call of Duty. It's just real life business. So yeah, sales manager, and then eventually, hopefully, regional manager. Congrats, Big Chuck just hit that again.
Woo!
And then and then fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something else.
No, of course.
Oh yeah, and then so yeah, you said, do I want to like specialize and get really good in one area? That's what I want to do in the mortgage protection. I want to get really good, like Chuck, like whoever I sit in front of, I'm selling. Get that good at mortgage protection. Then of course eventually branch out to debt elimination and annuities and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice.
As of for me, I'm a big believer in opportunities. They come and go, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be selling life insurance my whole life, but one thing I know is that life insurance offers me a lot of free time and a lot of money. So I want to use that time and money to my advantage to maybe invest in other things like real estate or who knows what, But yeah, I just want to be prepared for what's to come in the future, and who knows? Only
For
God.
sure.
Cool. I love it. And
Mhm.
what about you, Jono? How did you like the training when you first started?
There was the same exact way. So in the beginning, when I first got licensed, I would come to the office on Mondays to see you guys dial. And once I left, I would go home, sit in front of my PlayStation, put on my phone, and record myself dialing. Like, I would read the script. It was horrible. but that made me feel uncomfortable in the beginning. So like, I was like the worst I could be. I couldn't get worse than that, you know. So like, I would just keep recording myself and keep on doing it over and over and over and over and over again. So once I first started dialing, after I got contracted, everything done, I was already a little bit better, you know.
Yeah.
So that I believe definitely helped me, and then just asking a lot of questions with
Yeah.
Chuck, asking a lot.
Do you both believe that you can do you think that you guys are managing your time wisely, or could you humbly say that you guys can do a lot better at doing it?
No, I think you want to go. Or should I go first?
Rock paper shoot first.
I'll go. I think I'm not gonna sit here and say humbly that I do the most 100% what I can do. No, I definitely don't, and that's something I'm working on. I definitely need to do more as far as door knocking when I'm in the car waiting for the next appointment, or when I
Yeah.
get no showed and I have
Or
nothing to
like when
do
you're
for the
out
next-
getting lunch by yourself on a Saturday,
yeah,
like
might as well pass by Leeds' house real quick and just knock it. Like, no, for sure. No,
Yeah.
we're joking about it, but it's actually
yeah.
we definitely could
Yeah.
do a lot more in that area. And like I said, I'm working on that. And we're gonna get it.
I agree. What about you, Jonah?
For me, same thing. No, I think we as a team need to step up our game, because there's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
No one in the whole world uses their time. It's very no, I can't say the whole world, but
Yeah.
a very small percentage of people actually use their time very wisely. You know, but we definitely do have too much free time. That we could definitely use to grow our business and make more money and
Yeah.
show opportunity and save more people's lives.
Yeah.
and
There's a lot of free time. Like when it comes to this business, in a way, like if you get no showed and you got 3 hours to spare or something
Right.
like that, there's a lot of ways that you can implement into, more income, or just going out and doing something else. What advice would you give to somebody considering a career in life insurance?
I would say get ready for failure, because the faster you are, how do you say it? Like, you're okay with failing.
Yeah.
Is the faster you're gonna be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So I know for a fact everyone that gets in the beginning is gonna be horrible. You're only gonna get that worse, you know. But as soon as you like start training, listening to whoever's your mentor or whoever's like teaching you, and you follow their system, you're gonna make a lot of money and you're gonna be successful. It's like a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
If you follow the system, you will be successful, and if you do it right, with consistency and discipline. So definitely that will be my tip, is have your headspace that you're not gonna be the best. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be okay. Just follow the system and keep
Yeah.
on pushing, 'cause you'll make it.
Yeah.
What about you, Danny?
I mean, you basically answered my answer. You answered you hit all the main points.
Answer the same answer.
You hit all the main points. I mean, if you stick with the system and then you follow people who do what works, and you do that as well, you go over those failures and mistakes and you learn from it as quick as possible. That's how quick you're gonna get good at it.
Yeah.
It's really all you can do.
Do you guys think that you guys could use social media or like digital platforms to help you increase your clientele? And do you feel like you guys are implementing that?
No. So with social media, I don't really work nothing. I
No.
definitely believe that there is something out there that
Yeah.
I don't know about.
That's like a wraparound to my last question. Like, do you feel like you're maximizing your free time, and do you feel like you're maximizing your time management? I feel like there's so many ways that you can reach out to potential clients, and sometimes I sit there and I'm like, there's so many things I can do. It's just so much. You kind of get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But the more and more I get older, I realize that it's just, you got to just act upon something. You just got to do it.
Right.
No matter, it's better to do something than do nothing.
Right.
And that's my belief. And back to social media and how you feel about it.
I can talk now.
Yeah.
I'm joking. So yeah, definitely. I don't use social media at all for life insurance. I definitely should. I just don't think that my followers are interested. But I might be wrong. I know people that only work with social media and they make a lot of money. But yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of opportunity to learn out there. I just don't know it yet. But we definitely, as a team, need to definitely look into it and find out.
We also need to collectively understand that this is our business.
Right.
Like this is a business that we all own. Like you
Right.
own your own business, you own your own, and I have my own business. And I feel like we need. I'm not gonna use it as an excuse because we're young and everything, but we need to understand that this is our business and we need to treat it like a real one.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's other ways to get into touch with clients, and if there's other ways to maximize like our time management and help our business, then I feel like that we should be doing those things.
For sure.
Yeah,
I don't mean to make this a therapy session.
No, I mean, for real.
Yeah.
I have. I mean, you have it too. I don't know if
Yeah.
you set one up, an Instagram account.
That's what
of your business.
I've been working on that.
Yeah, I have mine, but I've never posted on it because I don't really kind of know what to post. Because I mean, I can post numbers of
You
monthly
also
stats.
have 200
or-
followers on your main account.
I have
I'm joking.
I have 500 and like something, but anyways.
No, but I'm talking about like a business Instagram
Right.
that you create, because this is your business. And, for example, like say you have a client, and you sell 200 followers.
I'm just laughing. At
Yeah,
it.
say you have a client, and this is after you set your business up, and you got the social medias and everything, and then you have like this little business card that has like a QR code to all your businesses, like all your social media profiles, and they could just scan it and go on there. And let's just say, for example, like the only reason they kept your policy is because you gave them something like that, and they felt more connected to you
Mhm.
because now they have all your social media. They see all your client testimonials and how great you are, and that you're actually consistent and you care about your clients. Little things like that. As opposed to you not having any social media, you just going in there, not even having a business card. You write them up for life insurance, and you say, "Yeah, I'll give you a call in 3 days."
You know, it'd be a good idea. I was just thinking about it. We should start after we sell, like in the home.
Record a
Just-
video with them.
Yeah, take a video with them. I'm not even lying.
Yeah, no, I know what
Dude,
you-
because imagine how that'd make them feel. Like, think about it, what they would think. Like, oh my God, this man's gonna post me on his social media or whatever. I mean, there might.
I
be
can't
some people
cancel
that don't want
now.
that. You can't cancel. It's like you can, but like, why would they want to do that? You're on a platform and you could see that their business is
Yeah.
legit or whatever.
So what would you say? If I'm Bill, right? You just sold me, and I'm walking you out my house. What are you gonna say?
Bill, it was a pleasure speaking to you. I appreciate you doing business with me, and I would love to just if you don't mind, if I can take a video or maybe to get a quick photo of us and share it on my platform and
Just say, just help the
just
client.
just help the homeless guy. Not a homeless guy, but
It was dead.
yeah, cut that out. You're gonna have to cut that out.
Yeah, we'll
You're gonna cut that
out.
one out. But yeah, no, for real, that's actually a good idea, bro. We
Yeah.
should actually start doing that.
See,
For sure.
Target videos,
telling you. See,
target
there's so
videos.
many things that we can maximize our business, and I feel like it's also good for your mental state, because there's times where, like if you don't make a sale in a week, what if the only sale that you made that week was because you have social media?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, it's with everything in life. I could say what if, but it's like we just gotta act upon it. We gotta do
Yeah,
it.
we're talking about
we
it.
gotta
We
go
gotta do
quick
it.
now. We gotta do it now. Social media now.
Now.
Okay, cool.
Fucking now.
Cool.
Is that all the questions?
Yeah,
or
it is.
you
I
need
think,
more?
right?
You can
No,
ask one more. Go one more.
no. We should go for the 30. We should go for
No,
the 30.
that's actually
Nah,
everything.
we're good. Yeah, we'll go with one more question.
Yeah, we'll go for the 30.
There's my camera right here.
Cool. So
A hard question.
Yeah, these questions been too easy, man.
you think so? I'll give you guys a hard question. Wait, I wrote a bunch of them down, so I'm just trying to find the hardest one.
Go for
How
it.
do you envision making a lasting impact on your clients' lives and contributing to the broader community or society?
Are you using ChatGPT?
No, these are
You
No,
made these up, right?
GPT.
these are my actual.
You
What?
made
Nah,
these
I'm
up.
joking.
I'll answer.
I'll answer it.
no, go ahead.
You can go.
Fuck, ask one more time because that's a long question.
Okay.
Ask it one more time.
As you progress in your career as a life insurance agent,
Okay.
how do you envision making a lasting impact on your
I'll
client?
go.
Okay.
I'll go.
And how do you feel like you can contribute to the broader community or
You want
society?
to go? I got it.
Okay.
I have an answer.
I think
Oh,
if
okay.
you help a person, like if you really went into that house with good intent, which I believe we all do, is to strictly protect that family, whether it's just a husband, just a wife, or just a kid or whatever.
Yeah.
My goal is obviously, we don't do it in every house, to protect the whole family, to make sure that if something were to happen to, whoever the protected one is, that we can make sure that family's going to be able to stay in that home and that their family's going to be able to, have time at least to make a decision, protect the equity in the home, protect them against foreclosure. And then, if, when I give all my clients after I sell them business cards, sometimes I give them a couple because they want to give them to friends or family. So, if I close that, already protected one family, maybe they give my cards out to other people and I'm protecting more than one family, maybe their neighbors. So I think it's that's something I'm getting good at, and I plan on doing more in the future.
What about you, Jonathan?
I think that. What was the question? again?
I knew you were gonna ask that. How do you envision making a lasting impact on your clients' lives?
So unfortunately, what we do is we sell them in life insurance when they pass away or become sick. So
When
I-
when they pass away, we sell it.
no, we sell it. Yeah, like we're only gonna impact it once they get ill.
Let's
and-
speak
or-
English here.
That's gonna be lasting.
or pass away. But yeah, so if God forbid something were to happen to them where they become ill or pass away, we would be prepared to help their family get that money that we promised them. Set them up with the right policy. So definitely that for me.
I
Good answer. It's a good,
I would
It's a good answer.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
would
know why you're
consider that
laughing.
pretty good.
any more? Or we wanna close it out
I
here?
I think we can wrap it up. But
We
look, man,
can.
it was a pleasure speaking with the both of you. I respect both of you, and I love you guys as friends. And it was nice talking to you guys.
Appreciate you hosting this, man.
Yeah, no problem.
You're the man.
You're the man. Later.